On the news at 1, President Tinubu meets with APC National Working Committee, assures Nigerians of improved infrastructure in 2024 budget implementation. Federal Capital Territory Administration receives United Nations Global Peace Diplomat Award. And more than 99 suspected criminals arrested in 2023 by Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. Hello and welcome to the news at 1 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitbo. Compliments of the season. There is a strong indication that the 2024 budget awaiting legislative passage and presidential approval will heavily focus on capital projects to improve infrastructure across the country. President Bola Tinubu gave the hint when he received members of the APC National Working Committee at his Lagos private residence. State House correspondent Musbah Wahab reports.
The APC National Working Committee members on a Utah break visit to their presidents and their national leader for years. First meeting between the president and the NWC members since the Supreme Court confirmed his 2023 election victory. It was a victory indicating the relevance of a progressive party at the center, at least to the next general election. And so, the party, as indicated by its national chairman, has resolved to remain active all year round while also evolving innovation to maintain dominance as it prepares for the upcoming by-elections for some states and National Assembly seats.
We assure Your Excellency that under your leadership and consent and with the mass-based strategies we have put in place, we will secure all the seats available for the electoral contest, inshallah.
To facilitate this, the party is preparing for digital registration of its members, just as it is also on the verge of establishing its National Institute of Progressive Studies.
So this institute will take us through all the processes, and in conjunction with our manifesto, in conjunction with our policies, we are coming up with a definite identity for APC as a political party.
President Tinubu was again appreciative of the effort of his party leaders and members leading to his success at the poll. As he said, his attention is now focused on delivering the promises, which include to improve the nation's economy and infrastructure.
I'm expecting the budget to be out anytime soon. You will see the tilt towards the capital expenditure, and we are working on that. We have to renew the infrastructure decay and reverse that decay collectively.
Equally bothered about the number of out-of-school children in the country, the president suggested drastic measures by governments across levels.
One area to tackle that is building more schools, recruiting more teachers, and providing 1 meal a day for our school children.
And just as he promised continued loyalty for his party, the APC leaders assured him of necessary support to ensure his success in office. From Lagos, Musbah Wahab, NT News.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has been commended for aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals for Global Peace and Development. FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola gave the commendation as the United Nations Global Peace Diplomat Award was conferred on the Permanent Secretary.
The FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola says aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals for Global Peace and Development is a good omen for the country and a well-thought-out initiative of the federal government. The Global Peace Ambassador Award was conferred on the FCTA Permanent Secretary for his efforts at promoting peaceful and inclusive society.
Joy and accomplishment. You know, in the hierarchy of needs of humans, once you satisfy your need for food, shelter, and clothing, you look for recognition. When your effort is appreciated, it makes you feel happy. To be invited by this United Nations International Organization for Volunteers to appreciate the little effort we made to government and to governance is indeed a worthy cause.
Now that the FCTA Permanent Secretary has been inducted into the Hall of Fame of Volunteers, organizers say the honors now lies on the Permanent Secretary to be more engaged in volunteering works geared towards promoting a better society. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Let's now shift attention to security. The FCT Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps in the year 2023 made arrest of no fewer than 99 suspected criminals. FCT Commandant Olushola Odumusu, who revealed these in an exclusive interview with NTA's Kama, says more than 3,000 personnel were redeployed and loots recovered from vandals. Here's a review of activities of the security agency.
In this report, we dive into the events and challenges faced by the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC FCT Command in 2023. Our interview with the FCT Commandant Olusola Odumusu provides insight into the agency's activities and experiences in 2023.
In 2023, for me, I became the 12th Substantive Commandant of FCT Command, precisely August 15th, 2023. So that makes me just about 4 months in office. And I must tell you that within this period, under review, that's August till now, we've been able to apprehend close to about 100 suspected, vandals, criminals, and all sorts of people who are threatening the peace of FCT. And part of those, amongst that number, we had nothing less than 22 manhole thief covers, about 22 electric cable vandals have also been arrested, within this, this period. For me, I've learned quite a number of lessons which have taken into 2024, and we're going to redouble our efforts. So what that means is that criminals relocate out of Federal Capital Territory, because there'll be no hiding place for you. We're combing everywhere.
The NSCDC's experience in 2023 highlights the complexity of securing the nation in the face of diverse threats. From curbing vandalization to illegal trafficking, the agency has navigated an eventful year with resilience and adaptability. Looking ahead, the NSCDC aims to enhancing its operation by introducing technology to future priorities. The Commandant also says as it continues to evolve in response to security dynamics, the agency remains steadfast in its commitment to safeguarding the nation and its citizens. The NSCDC's efforts in 2023 reflects the agency's unwavering dedication to its mandates. Kama, NTA News.
Many thanks, Kama. You're watching the news on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. Still to come on the news. Nigeria's diverse cultures on display at the 3rd edition of the Okede celebration. These and more in just a moment. Do stay.
I'm sending you my love this Christmas.
I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year in advance. It's going to be a sweet celebration.
It is a wonderful season. And so, I bring to you good tidings while we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Okay, from all of us here at NTA Abuja Channel 5, Marketing Department, is wishing our esteemed clients, family and friends Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
It's a time of the year, so much joy in the year, and I got some for you, and I'm sending it right away. Oh yeah. It's the time of the year, so much joy in the air. I got some for you. I've got some.
On behalf of everyone in the news department, I want to wish Nigerians Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Engineering Department, NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
With love from NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. This is wishing our esteemed viewers a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Glad to have you back. The diversity of religion, culture, and belief system in Nigeria serves as a bond of unity, peace, and progress in the country. This valid axiom came to play during the third edition of Uke Day celebration in Uke, Karu local government area of Nasarawa State. Ungusar Pavel has details.
Nigeria is a multicultural country with distinctive norms and value systems. This richness in culture was exhibited during the third annual Uke Day celebration, an event that encourages harmonious coexistence among the people of Uke Chiefdom and its environs.
You can see that there is unity in diversity on this ground. You can see that the people from this kingdom are living in peace. You can see that His Royal Highness is one man that is ruling his people with the fear of God. And that is why all the tribe from different walks of life, from different states of Nigeria, are gathered here today to celebrate with him.
What transpiring here today show that Uke are living in peace.
We appreciate the gesture of the whole people who are here, and we are appreciating that every year this should be on, because this is to earmark and the landmark of peace within the domain of the Yakanaje chiefdom.
Yakanaje of Uke, Ahmed Abdullahi advises members of the community to embrace one another and live as a well-knitted family.
The significance of bringing diverse culture together is to build hope, peace, and free and fair movement society.
With the sense of commonality shown in this occasion, it validates the saying that the unity of Nigeria is in its diversity. From Kefi, Nguse PB, NTA News.
Let's now talk agriculture. Market survey shows that Nigeria recorded an average of 28.2% increase in the prices of major food items consumed in many households in 2023. The agricultural sector provides viable opportunities for the populace towards empowerment and wealth creation. Therefore, a critical assessment of agricultural activities in the nation's capital becomes imperative to develop potentials and enhance growth. This is the analysis of Deborah Micah in this sectorial report.
That the prices of crops like tubers, grains, and vegetables have been on a steady rise in the last 12 months is no news, as Nigeria's inflation has remained at double digits since 2016, with a significant impact on household spending. It has been a worrisome trend that stems from different factors, including instability in food-producing regions, inadequate storage, poor infrastructure, and lack of agricultural commercialization. Low farming incentive is not helping matters as farmers lament several mitigating factors, a concern authorities tackled through increased budgetary provision for the procurement of agricultural inputs from 200 million naira in 2021 to 2 billion naira in 2023.
Regarding the 2023 agro-allied sector, we can actually say that the climatic conditions were quite favorable for Nigerian farmers. The rains were enough, there was no flooding, and then we're also able to get support from the government.
When the government came in May this year, a bag of rice was about 25,000-30,000. Today, 6 months after, it's almost hitting 60,000. So where's the food security in this sense? And it's not just about this rice, it's every aspect of food that we know of is always going up. Nigerians are complaining, okay, what is wrong with the policy? Where did we get it wrong?
These developments, experts agree, will boost mechanized farming more so that farmers get to enjoy 50% subsidy rates approved by the Federal Capital Territory Administration.
We tell you that, look, we are ready to go to the farm, but how can they go and farm when the farms are not secure? So there are so many factors that are there. The threats from kidnappers are there. You can't go to the farm and feel comfortable and secure. So even the farmers themselves have left the farms. So this issue is a national emergency, and I believe that government should critically look into it before things get out of hand.
We've heard cases from our farmers where they have to pay some amount of stipends or some amount of money to safeguard their farms and safeguard their livelihood, which in its context is not acceptable anywhere in the world. We will continue to call on the government and the security agencies to see how they can stem and let this insecurity be a thing of the past.
From all indication, the FCT administration seems to be moving in the right direction to ensure food security. This is because it has shown a reduction of more than 30% in the population of food insecure households, as strategic moves are being made to strengthen the capacity of food production system to meet the yearnings of ever-growing population of the FCT. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
Now let's see what is happening in the business world.
Indeed, thank you. Welcome to Business News. I am Serafina Okon Omekwe. Banking stocks on the Nigerian Exchange Limited maintained their positive trends as local bourse shared 139 billion naira on the first trading day after Christmas holiday. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says it is equipped to carry out its statutory duty of upholding stable financial system in the country. Statement by the Acting Director Corporate Communications of the bank, Sidi Ali Hakama, says the Apex Bank has noticed reports in certain media outlets about a recommendation for the federal government to take over some CBN-supervised financial institutions. While the CBN is confident that Nigerian banks remain safe and sound, it encourages the public not to be alarmed by reports that have been emanating from CBN about the health status of Nigerian banks. The statement advises bank customers to go about their banking transactions as it guarantees safety of depositors' funds in the Nigerian financial institutions. And still talking banking, the banking stock on the Nigerian Exchange Limited maintained a positive trends as local bourse shared 139 billion on the first trading day after Christmas holiday. The all-share index and the market capitalization dipped by 0.34%. However, the banking index on the NGX marginally increased by 889.5% Wednesday from 887.60 on Friday. A closer look at the performance of the banking stocks show that FCMB Group rose by 4.79%, Fidelity Bank 0.95%, and Guaranty Trust Holding Company Limited has 0.5%, and Jaiz Bank PLC 8.75%, and shares of Unity Bank appreciated by 2.05%, while Zenith Bank gained 0.26% and Access Holdings gained 0.22%. Away from happenings on the NGX, railway debt servicing cost exceeded revenue of 1,208.5% in the first half of 2023. An analysis of debt service document shows that in the first half of 2023, the government spent $38.59 million, which is equivalent to 29.98 billion naira, on servicing debts from loans obtained to Nigeria from railway modernization project to Kaduna section and Nigeria Railway Modernization Projects Lagos Ibadan section. As at the time frame, the total railway revenue was 2.29 billion according to data from the National Bureau of Statistics. In the first quarter of 2023, a total of 441,725 passengers traveled via the rail system, a 53.6% increase from 953,099 reported in corresponding quarter of 2022. In terms of revenues, the NBS said its revenue generation got to 768.44 million naira was received from passengers over the period, lower by 63.2% relative to 2.08 in the same quarter of previous year. And similarly, 181.27 million naira was collected in first quarter of 2023 as revenue from goods cargoes rose up by 99.28%. And that is Little Business News. I hand you over to the news anchor for the continuation of the news. I am Serafina Ukon Umekwe.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The
latest station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja,
would say have a lovely day.
Let's now join the sports desk for Sports Brief.
A total of 21 goals from 9 Nigerian Premier Football League Match Day 16 games were produced Thursday evening, with Abia Warriors getting the biggest win of the day with a 3-1 win over Gombe United. Lobby Stars, who are now sharing the same point with table toppers Remo Stars, beat Niger Tornadoes 1-0. Rabiu Ali's 90th minute goal came in handy to seed a 2-1 victory for Kano Pillars over Kwara United. Plateau United managed a late lone goal to deny their visitors Sporting Lagos any point, while Enugu Rangers took advantage of home fans at the Nnamdi Ezekwe Stadium, Enugu, to beat Shooting Stars 2-0. Still on football, Arsenal failed to go top of the English Premier League table after the Gunners suffered a frustrating 2-0 home defeat at the Emirates Stadium to visiting West Ham United, whose first and second half goals were enough to fetch them 3 points in the match week 19 encounter on Thursday. In the other game of the night, Tottenham Hotspur fell short of expectations as they were humbled 4-2 by Brighton and Hove Albion. Meanwhile, as African football fans look forward to the Africa Cup of Nations next month in Cote d'Ivoire, information from CAF reveals the top 5 ticket-selling nations, with host nation Cote d'Ivoire leading in the first, followed by Guinea-Bissau, Equatorial Guinea, Nigeria and Senegal. The Super Eagles of Nigeria and 3-time African champions are seeking to end a decade-long AFCON title wait when they participate in the 34th edition of the biennial tournament. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And before we go, a recap of some major stories. President Bola Tinubu met with National Working Committee members of the All Progressives Congress assured of improved infrastructure in 2024 budget. And Federal Capital Territory Administration has received United Nations Global Peace Diplomat Award. And with that, we end the news at 1. Thank you for being a part of it. Do join us at 7 for more news. Good afternoon and compliments of the season.